Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Pacific Drive, where I know we're like eager to get to the mid zone and everything, to the mid wall. But I'm a little worried about routing for Junction G3, the Midnight Forest, when G1 seems to be in fairly extreme condition after what we did there recently. So I'm kind of thinking maybe we'll go check out the Welcome Center. We have one scanning charge here. And... be wary of underground mischief. That's curious. Anyway, I guess let's go find out. So I've got the car in pretty good shape. Mostly functional, travelable shape, probably. Except... it's doing that thing again. So, here's what I have figured out about the Tinker Station. Obviously, what seems to be the problem? Well, I tell you, whenever the trunk closes, the damn horn blows. You have 8 guesses remaining. Is this your diagnosis? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is what's happening. The game says, good guess, like I didn't already know for sure. Alright, this is apparently going to require a mechanics kit to fix it. Also, it's going to degauss in a very satisfying way when that happens. And then you'll note that it still says there's one issue left, diagnostics required, but I'm not sure what it's referring to. Because I feel like we've solved all the obvious problems. It doesn't flap the hood when we reverse anymore. I'm not really sure what the other problem is. Whatever it is, it's not significant enough for me to even notice it. So, I guess we're just gonna roll? I think we're just gonna roll. Alright. Let's see what happens out there. So I didn't fully repair all the parts of the car, but I did, at the very least, fix that busted tire and get a little bit of health on the front of the car. We have some repair putty in the back, but the stuff's hard to come by. We are always short chemicals for making it, and then on top of it, we need chemicals to make a bunch of the other things in the fabrication station right now, so I don't really know what to do about that. We're just gonna have to locate more. They seem to be found mostly in, research type buildings, which makes sense. So let's try our best to find and loot all of those on every map here. It's one thing to intend, quite another thing to be able to pull it off. Alright, so we'll have a vehicle, or a research type building at the first major turn here. Also, I spent some time fiddling with it, but I could not find a way to use the gas pump in the garage to refill our minor fuel tank, so I'm going to make sure that we are on the lookout for an ability to do that. We got a couple of wrecks here. I mean, you know what? I'm going to be outside the car for a second. I feel like we can turn it off. Try to keep me out of the trunk, will you? Yo, there's an entire panel in there. All right, let me take that. That's pretty handy, actually. I mean, you sure do need a lot of scrap metal to live. We have another scrapper in the car, so I'm not too worried about running out of, Oh, that's a steel sheet. Okay. Yeah, geez, what do I want to do with this? Because it's a little... it's a little large to carry. Like, it's really eating up a lot of space. Let me have a look at my panels real quick. I mean, my panels are in pretty good shape. I mean, I guess I'll throw it in here for the moment, but I don't imagine it likely that we're keeping that. It's just too big. Alright, fuel can's mostly full. This is a rock. Well, that's a bunch of tourists. Which I don't love. Alright, let's try to loot the research station. We'll just be fast about it. They do have glowing red lights inside of them. It's a little worrying. Alright, that's cool stuff. That's a lab computer. I was really hoping for some chemical storage here, but I don't... Looks like we might be out of luck on that one. Don't love the noises that I'm hearing from outside. Yeah, because I don't think we really need electronics parts. The chemical locker is already busted. Alright. Oh, hey, what's this? Okay, I mean... I gotta take a moment at some point and actually read through some of the documents that we've been acquiring out here on the road, because I mostly haven't been doing that. I guess just slide that down in here for the moment. I do want to make sure that I grab the anchor. So maybe that should take a little, maybe that should take a little bit of precedence here. I'm just going to drive through it. You know what? I can't really get all the way around it. Just drive through, go fast. All right. We got a little love tap there. Just the zone reminding us who's in charge. As though anyone could ever forget. I probably could have just driven the car across the field, but I don't know. With that thing flying around right there, and okay, another one of them that's covered in horrible. Wrench this open. Yeah, don't I know it? I guess grab that. Not much in the way of functional chemical storage here either. Oh no, no, there's a hazmat cabinet. Fucking awesome. Huh. Yeah, it's getting real noisy out there. I'm gonna save it. We have enough pry bars. I don't need the... Okay. Yeah, that could have been a lot worse. We found some chemicals. I am overjoyed. Absolutely worth it. Alright, transfer over some stuff. I know we can't really do too much. I'm probably just gonna dump one of these crowbars, is my guess, but let's not do anything weird right now. Alright, so forward a little ways to the anchor. And then I think out of here probably. Well, I mean, I'm not just gonna not investigate that. Dumpster pearl. This is a 9-volt battery. I don't need the crowbar. Do I want a sick decal? Yeah, you know what? Putting away the crowbar I have. Because we have another one in the car. Stack those up. There is a disturbance floating into the area. Probably ought to get a move on. How far are we from the anomaly? You can see it right there. I don't really want to drive the car forward any further, I don't think. This, and then I bet we can refill from you. We cannot. Okay, that's fine. Look for other opportunities. Love to hastily eat what appears to be a can of cat food while at a full sprint. Okay, alright. Just healthy people behaviors around here, you know? Oh, cool. The disturbance has arrived. I mean, I'm just gonna try driving through. Don't much like my odds of getting all the way around it, you know? Alright, the pufferfish for sure tried to do something to us there, and I don't know exactly what happened, but I think there's a chance that bollard saved our lives. It's fine, just don't panic. Okay. Alright, we're basically on the other side. So, two things. First of all, does this truck have fuel? It does. Okay. A thing to remember. Secondly, I think we got a couple of buildings here. Looks like this one is not much good. But the map was showing, oh yeah, a structure that looks like it might be more of a research building off in this general area, this way, just a little deeper into the woods. Okay, well that ain't what I was talking about, but that's interesting. Dehydrated. I wish it was still raining. Is that my building, maybe? No, that's the building we initially... It's right by the car. Well, maybe we just bounce at this point. We have another one of these. Like, I don't have room to store this, right? Maybe it's time to just drop the panel. I do think I want to keep spare headlight and stuff. Yeah. We can always fabricate more panels later. These things, I have no idea. I have no idea how rare they really are or how useful they really are. You don't suppose we just spray it with gasoline, do you? So we have two. One of them is we have two in the bank already. One of them is a dehydrated one, like this one. And the other one is like corrodable, I think. Actually, hold on a second. On a real road, a big water barrel like this, or a big barrel like this, will be a water barrel, right? Okay, yeah, it sure was water. Let me try something here. Hey there, fellas. Does that work? I think it lost HP. Yeah, these things are moving when we're not looking, for sure. Okay. Let's just leave. Let's just go. But that's interesting. That's interesting. So I was planning on just setting it on the ground next to the barrel and then smashing the barrel open, but putting the gold shell down actually broke it. So we can probably just do that again, right? Just huck it at the next water barrel we see, and hopefully that'll work. All right, in the position we're in, I think it's real hard to pass up. I wonder if I did just leave it out in the rain, if it would do something. Rad. Rad, rad, rad. I'm not grabbing batteries. That's probably fine. I probably don't need this many first... You know what? I don't need to hold this many first aid kits. Let's use this one. Okay. I'm going to drop that flare over there in the hopes that they go toward it instead of me, which is a behavior that we have witnessed in the past. Okay. And we have discovered some chemicals. We're doing okay on loot, I think. My nerves are frayed. That's a limited resource, but for now I will survive. You know, it was raining when we were last at the garage. I should have tried just putting the gold shell out in the rain. All right, it's fine. I'm sure we'll see more water barrels, right? We always do. I'm a little surprised that the object destroyer can't just object to destroy them. Like, that's kind of its whole thing, but whatever. Okay, so we're here to get some Klim and gateway out. Research type construction up ahead. We actually have the juice to do a link already? We can just leave. But, I mean, obviously we're here to look at some things. We desperately need more loot space. Huh. That's weird. Just a dresser sitting by the side of the road. Also, another one of these, like, just sets of research materials. Okay, well. What do you get if you scrap lead shielding? Is it not just scrap metal, or like is there special lead? There is lead platelets. All right, give me that. I don't think that we've ever seen anything ask for this as a component, but good to know. Good to have it, I suppose. Okay. Let's tuck some stuff down here. Okay, and it is normal component sized. Cool. I left it in drive for the first time ever. Promptly forgot that I had done so. Thanks, friend. Friend knows what's up. Is that? No, that's a metal drum. Left side of the car, left side of the car. Just kind of out here somewhere. Huh. Oh. Sure enough. How the hell you miss a building that size? And of course, if you've been paying attention, you know. The answer is with ease. Alright, seems like it's not a great time to be on the ground. Actually, it doesn't seem like being up here is necessarily all that much safer. Rubber for gas canisters, huh? Yeah, I might have guessed that was not going to work. This one has up to 6 charges. I mean, I got to get back downstairs, right? Really sucks that the radiation zone spawned between us and the car, but I can't dawdle long. Give me the rest of the... This is all the rubber I've got on this run. Shit. Well... Yeah. Bummer. That's a really good transmuter. I bet the quantity is like bananas though, right? All right, how much more do we want to risk here? We got the information we came from. There's a lot of research stations along this line here. I can't tell. That's a railroad maybe? Let's see if we can go figure it out. So, let the electric crawler do its thing. Yeah, given how hard it was to get gears to turn into gas cylinders, my guess is it probably wants like a whole stack of rubber or something for one. So I'm not going to stress too much about that. We're just going to get a move on. Love to hear that sound from the car. Something reaching up and slapping the bottom. Ooh, okay. Water barrels, water barrels, water barrels. I'm not going to bother searching every place for like more rubber to bring back. I think we're just going to continue toward the research stations. See if we can access that line of research stations real fast, and if we can't, we'll just leave. And if we can, we'll do that, and then we'll just leave. Alright, so I'm going to end up underground here. We need to try to interpret this a little bit. So I'm assuming the research stations are not like pull off to the side areas under here like we've seen in the past, are they? Maybe they are. Maybe that's exactly what they are. Yeah, electric tourists is a different kind of concern. But there's no way for me to, like, turn... There's no junction down here. Okay, yeah, so if we were going to attempt to figure out what's going on that horizontal line, we need to be above the tunnel. Alright, so let's travel through then. We'll go to the junction up here. And we'll maybe make a move. Fuel station, huh? Does this pump still have fuel? Some. I have to imagine this is going to be like mostly food and stuff. Probably not really what we're looking for. They do have a functional workbench, which is rad. Of course, we have one in the car, so that kind of reduces the utility. Just close that door on myself for no reason. None of this stuff is anything. I suppose, like, what I need is just called chemicals by the game. Theoretically, I mean, we don't know exactly what it is. It could be like hard science chemicals, but it also could be like cleaning chemicals would fit the bill. You know, maybe we could find like the janitorial closet or whatever. Who knows? Let's head this way, toward these anchors. Maybe we just grab the anchors and leave? Could be, could be. How much stuff is under the ground in the area where we were explicitly warned that things were going to be weird under the ground. I can't tell if those ones travel a perfectly predictable path the way the non-electrical ones do. they don't leave an obvious, like, they don't leave it as obvious, like, big red line behind. That was the big one, right? Yeah. All right. And it leaves those things behind in its wake. You know what? That was the big one. We're not hurting for stable power. I'm gonna try to go forward. Hey, look, water barrels. Let us carefully try to proceed. I don't know that I want to play with this right here. I mean, we can get the car outside of the immediate area and then figure it out. Let's do it. Let's do it. I want to learn. Oh. Okay. It definitely opened. What is that? What does that mean? Now it's open. Yeah, the lock icon is gone from it. I don't know. I will examine it in more detail somewhere safer, I think. I don't want to be here anymore. Like I said, my nerve is it's an expendable resource. It's limited, and we're getting past it. All right, so I'm trying to do two things right now. First of all, I'm trying to get far enough away from that it becomes active. I would love to see if we can just escape that way. And secondly, I'm approaching the what appears to be a research building on the road here. Okay. We are able to get far enough away from that for it to become active. I think maybe let's just go. We've got a lot of material. We can make some things happen. And I am increasingly worried about the what seems to be a constantly increasing density of bad stuff. It's like terrifying, anomalous monsters. So we're just gonna haul ass to the light. One of my tires did get clipped at some point, and I am definitely certainly fighting that. All right, you know what we're doing? We're calling this expedition good enough. Found lots of cool stuff. We brought extra power home, more than we needed for sure. And also, I'm not even dead. I'm not even half dead. Take that, tree. Thing's always in the way.
An interesting thing about those anchor plugs, they use limb technology to stake down pockets of stability in an area. Basically, they delay how quickly you're turned into Swiss cheese out there.
Okay. I mean, that all went really smoothly, actually. I think. Let's do my car stuff before I forget. We don't hardly even really need repairs. Hold on. It is raining. Let me go grab... Yeah. Let me go grab this and just throw it out there in the rain. Throw it down in the puddle. All right, I'm just going to leave it there for the moment. Let's have a look at the other one. So I turned it into some kind of grappling hook. Okay. So one thing that's different is there's a tiny little arrow above the E on this one, but I don't know what that means. Oh, okay. All right. So when you tap E while facing that one, you pick it up. If you hold E, you also pick it up. If you hold E while facing this one, you pick it up. But if you tap E, it opens. And the way you're supposed to know the difference is that there's that tiny little arrow above the thing. Just this thing where game designers overload buttons, give a single button 17 different functions by, first of all, contextifying everything, and secondly, long presses, sometimes even varying degrees of long presses on top of things being different by context and stuff. It's just gotta stop. I know that people unaccountably like to play video games with controllers, but like, even a modern controller still has more buttons than... There is no way we need to have short and long press doing different things all the time. Alright, we got a decal kit, we got a levitator poster, we got ourselves a special fancy poster. Let's put it right above the fuel pump. Yeah, no, I wanna... Oh, that's neat. Okay, so I mean they're full of cosmetics. They're full of stuff that's not important, probably. I mean it might just be this one, but I doubt it. Where's my storage trunk? Here we go. All that stuff in the storage trunk. Give me this. We know what to do with those. And then that will mean that I have enough space to get the rest of this garbage. Ah! Okay. This one is immune to rain. Rain is not water. Which I guess makes me want to go back inside real bad. That's worrying, right? Okay. You have room to pick all this stuff up. Yeah. Quite have room to grab that, but I can grab this. I'm starting to have some real storage issues. I can put another one of these in here. More of these in here now that I've burned the... Well, actually, I haven't, though, right? That other gold shell is coming back in here. So, yeah, I guess we'll do some of this. All right, let me put the dumpster pearl in the deconstructor. Gave us a lot of general stuff, including several steel sheets, but not actually things that I need, really. I mean, you always need scrap metal. You can always use scrap metal. Need is strong. But geez, these stack to okay. These stack to 10, and I'm nowhere near. All right, let me put just small things in here. All this other stuff, I will find a different place to keep it. Wait, I have items that are insecure. Oh, there's still glass under there. Okay. I guess, we have other lockers. Are there other lockers in this room? I also can just throw things on the floor. But obviously that's like pretty not ideal. It's very easy to lose things when they're just rolling around on the floor. Alright, this will be where we keep the slightly larger stuff, I guess, until I figure out what the hell it's for. What a situation. All right, I'm definitely carrying around too much. Okay. Definitely carrying around too much. Wait, did I not put that decal in my thing? Too many tools and stuff. Too many spare things. Stuff that I expected to break down that inexplicably hasn't. But that stuff will just, you know, the solution to that is that stuff will wear down over time. I guess let me go grab my dehydrated gold shell. Maybe I should take this with us into the field now that we know that it's fairly common for a way to deal with it to spawn. We can loot it out and get rid of it. Yeah, like holding on to these because I haven't been doing all that much scrapping looting, I guess, is part of it. So we haven't really gone through our stuff. Okay. So we have a billion steel sheets, but I'm not allowed to do this yet because we haven't researched steel sheet. I don't know what that is supposed to mean. We can create an outfitting station. We could create a matter regenerator if we just saved up chemicals. We need to research circuit boards and get a circuit board for our fax machine. So it's not 100% clear to me what this does, but it has the output. It has the icon of a backpack on it. And so it makes me want to believe that it will give us extra carry space. Repair car components stored in this station while you're out on a drive. So you can, like, cycle parts. That seems fine. And this we need circuit boards for, but let's do this. Let us create more things. Wait. Apparently they want me to put that right here. Okay, so what do we do with this? Hell yes. Falling resist 35%. I already feel like there's no fall damage. So that's interesting. The medium backpack has 66 slots, 6 quick slots. Oh man, okay. An improvement in the number of quick slots was not a thing I realized was available, but I'm super happy to hear it. And it's just made of fabric. That rules. This one is also made of swamp coral. And you just gain 10 more slots. But I mean it's not nothing. This is not using anything that's terribly rare. It seems like just upgrades. Upgrades for the sake of upgrades is pretty good. A padded parka will give us some... We need some rubber for that. A stiff shirt involves carbon fiberglass, which I guess would make it stiff. We need more plasma and rubber. Why am I all of a sudden out of rubber? I guess I stopped... At some point, I stopped cutting up tires. That is true. An Olympium shirt? A height of protection against explosive damage? What on earth? Never have an item stolen from your grasp ever again. Blocks theft. Oh, well, for only 220 marsh eggs. This has me worried. Who's going to be stealing my stuff? Why is there so much concern about the stealing of my stuff? Okay. Get more lead platelets for more radiation resist. Absolutely makes sense. Alright. Well, if nothing else, look at all that extra backpack space. Fucking beautiful. It's weird that it's got this little bit here, but whatever, it's fine. And this can just get tucked in like that. Or I don't know, it doesn't really matter. Okay, it is certainly extra space to carry materials, and that is what matters. Well, I'm glad we managed to make some kind of actual upgrade. Oh, that's super annoying. I was trying to plot a way around into G3, and then G3 itself becomes the place of nightmares. I don't really want to do this while that's all fucked up like that. A bunch of things are currently dead ends. We could just continue sort of like prodding the routes outward. Try to pick up some more materials. I don't know. I'm not sure what I think we'll do next. My spare tire is pretty fucked. It is bald and blown out. This tire's useful life has come to the most dramatic end. No amount of sealing will fix this irreparable mess. Okay, well, we have spares. So this is the part where we go and we put it in the thing. And it spits out a bunch of extra rubber. And then we could just put all that together into another tire. Don't I have... I know we have a spare tire in the trunk, and I think I'd like to keep it that way. Wait, is the battery running down? Do I... The lights aren't on. Why is my battery running down? Okay, it was properly off. It's... Huh. Don't know. Weird. Oh, we didn't get free stuff from Friendly Dumpster yet today. Apparently the game feels that we have too much stuff already. Chemicals. Oh, Friendly Dumpster, you are the friendliest. Unfortunately, since we spent some chemicals, we won't have enough to do this, but we're close. We're close. We need to figure out how to research things, which is the thing that that's a thing I don't know about. Because it is the inability to research is holding us back on, yeah, everything. Everything now, in fact. There's not a research tab on this, is there? 3 more gas cylinders for that. No, this just, yeah, breaks everything down by category, which is exactly what you would think it would do. Well, all right. I will build a new spare tire because, like I said, I do think it's important to have at least one with you in the car, because that shit can happen while you're out there driving. I don't think I'm going to make any other major repairs. I think we're in really good shape, actually. This is showing only 77% health. The only component that's reasonably damaged is this one. I don't think that's worth a pulse of repair putty. Let's put the repair putty back on our quick bar. And I don't even actually have a sixth thing, because there's already a hotkey for use healing items, so that's pretty rad. We could start carrying the hand vac around. Make that our sixth thing. Yeah, all right. I think I'm comfortable with that. But I don't really like it. It doesn't really serve all that much purpose. And I'd rather, yeah, I guess I'd rather have the backpack space. Okay. Spare tire, scrapper, and impact hammer. Like we're ready to rock. We're loaded for bear. And have I been over here? I'm just realizing there's a building on the lot that I don't think I'm familiar with. Some kind of massive engine. Huh. Okay, well. Ooh, look at that. What a weird little muddy bank. Okay, I don't really need to like be running all over the place here. We could probably just go ahead and call it. I'm kind of hoping to discover some water barrels, if I'm honest. All right, that's the road that we came in on. Because if we could find a source of water here on the map that actually counts, not the rain for whatever reason, then we could just open that thing now. And it does seem like I should have access to water on account of for living as a human. So, but I guess maybe not. Porta potty, not a water situation. There's a computer and a radio here that I refuse to break down. Oh, apparently there's some stuff in the trunk of this car. Huh. You know, I think this car is generating more parts between runs. Because I would go so far as to say that I am certain that we hacked it all the way to pieces previously. Well, I'm not like super desperate for... Oh. Not super desperate for the metals, but the rubber. The rubber I will take. Turns out we need a whole lot of it. Now that we've done that, do we have enough rubber to pursue any of these other upgrades? Still short marsh eggs, of course. Didn't quite make it to padded parka. I'm assuming that most kinds of things that deal damage to you while you're in the car are probably impact damage, you know, for just crashing. So that seems like it would be a fairly significant damage type. It's a thing you definitely want to be made strong against quickly. Yep, we're just looking for more chemicals. Alright. Chemicals and sometimes other things. Is there not a single source of water anywhere in here? I wonder if I am allowed to do it with gas. Okay, you're allowed to type stuff, but it's not real stuff. Yep, any simple locks can be forced with tools. Keypads will require a code or a zap. Well, I'm real curious what's in there. It seems like a fairly large space, actually. Not one that I currently have access to. Well, I guess it's not that large. It goes to here, right? Yeah, weird. They're holding out on us. Alright. Not a big deal for right now. We will find a way to rehydrate that thing on the road. So that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to go back to mostly doing that stuff off camera. But every once in a while, it's good to sort of like peek in and check out how things are going in the garage. When you come back next time, I'm not sure yet if we're going to be going directly for the wall. I may just like poke around a little bit longer, try to let the instability cloud pass, because I really, really don't want to have to deal with that again. Come back next time, I suppose, to find out what I've decided to do, and we'll see you then.